I know what you guys want. I know. Yeah. You think I'm just going to stop working on my volcano base? You think I'm just going to stop working in the theme park in the end? No, didn't have any plans in the community center. No. Tango will just stop everything he's doing, run out to Spawn Chunks, and start building an Iron Titan. Really, guys? Really? Come on. You think the first Moonlight episode, right after I put the tutorial out, I'm just going to drop what I'm doing, hustle my little feet out there, start building it just for you? You really think that's going to happen? Really? If you think that's going to happen, I got some news for you. You would be very, very correct. All right, man, you ready?
Oh, I have been ready forever.
You've been waiting. You've been just waiting for me to design an iron farm so we
Tango,
can have it.
would you please make a new iron farm so we could have something on the server?
Hurry up and do something awesome, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I know. No,
I have faith in you, man.
I am so excited. So I got a little pillar poking out of the mountain there. What do you think is the location? You think that'll work?
I think that's a perfect location, man. I love how close it is to the community center, so that
I was thinking actually bringing it closer, but I don't know. I mean, it's up there. It's nice because you can see it still, I think. But I like this side of the mountain thing. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the side of the mountain actually lends itself something really cool to us, that we could make like an entrance into the mountain to where we can walk in and kind of get our iron.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
No. I think I see what you're saying. Yeah. We like put a little bridge or something right here, and then
over this awesome river we got here.
This sad little wannabe river.
Yeah.
This is just inhospitable climate for these poor squid.
Yeah, but you know what? I can't be bothered to have to come down here and walk over this little patch here. So
that's just unacceptable. So yeah, we'll have to build a bridge here and stuff. And yeah, I like that. We'll build a little inside thing in the mountain there for the iron collection area.
Yeah, so right above that pillar is where you're thinking, huh?
Yeah, kind of. Maybe even a little bit higher or something. But we'll see. We'll get started.
Okay.
So the big question though, now, you're telling me you got some villagers on hand, right?
Yes, I have a couple back at my base.
A couple?
How many do you need?
I don't know, 100.
Oh, 100, huh? Okay, well I'll get you most of that. I think I got about 75.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
No, that's perfect. That's gonna be good.
So that'll get us started, and then
Right.
We'll get there.
All right, we'll see how it goes, and we'll see how many we need depending on the progress we make. So,
okay.
You want to start zipping those guys over here?
I will start shipping them over, man.
All right,
I'll go give them the marching orders.
All right. And I'm going to start building up the platform.
Sounds good.
Let's go.
Do it.
Making me lose count.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
8,
7,
9,
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hey, you don't want me to count wrong, dude.
I know.
Your night will be ruined if I count wrong. I'm just waiting for you to like pop your head out like a mole. Hello, I'm here.
I made it! Yay!
Here's my 75 friends. Villagers, we have them.
Oh yeah.
That's always the worst part. Always the worst part. Why don't you describe what you've accomplished here? How you pulled this off?
That was quite the task, actually.
Yeah.
You can see this cobblestone canal I built that's dripping water out the bottom.
Right.
I basically had to go all the way from my base, underground, all the way over, and then up this gigantic water elevator that you can see over here. And I released about 23 of those guys from my little villager farm I had.
So that's from your base, like which
all the way. It's like
over
it's
there. Yeah.
probably about 500 blocks at least away.
So there's this crazy underground
tunnel
basically. Yeah. Oh man.
Yep. So I just dropped one water source, and then every 7 blocks went down one, and we went for a little swim. Me and my 23 new friends who are.
I gotta say though, I think this is the easiest way to do it, right? Because you're not getting them up here with mine carts one at a time. You basically just build the system once, and you're done.
Yeah. If I had to do that 500 block travel. 23 times I would have.
Oh, and more, right? We got to do it another 20-something times. So
yeah, I'm about to go swimming again. So as soon as I dry off here,
you got a little trapdoor or something up there, or
I'm gonna go block that off, and then I'll go back to my base and get another. I'm bringing 23 just because I know you said you needed 21, I think, in each cell.
At least 21, but
I wanted a couple extra just to make sure we're covered.
In case there's a fight or something breaks out,
Yeah,
you never know.
It's always good to have 2 extra just to be safe.
So we got a little update. We got pretty much spawn you guys know how this works. You've all seen the video, I assume, with the platforms and everything. So we're getting pretty close to ready to put the doors in. Impulse is gonna bring over the other villagers, and I'm gonna finish building out the roof. Oh, that's right. This thing is gonna be in the way of the roof, so I'll have to build this middle roof when after you get your villagers in there. We'll have to tear this out, which is fine.
All right. Well, I'll go get them over here so that we can tear it out and
let's do that.
Finish building.
And let's get it rolling here. All right. Okay, it is the next day now, and we made some decent progress on our first night, but as always, these things take longer than you expected. I think we're at like 3.5 hours probably right now, with Impulse helping me a little bit with the villagers. Well, actually quite a lot, but we got the platforms built out. We got the drop shaft. We got. Let me show you over here. I decided to go with light gray glass here. Mostly, I kind of think it just looks more transparent. I don't know. It's like you don't have those obnoxious streaks poking out at you or whatever. That's the one time I kind of wish I had a texture pack is for the glass texture, but that's a whole other story. Anyway, let me show you down here. This is standard stuff. It's all pretty compact and messy down here. I'll probably come back and actually clean this up and put some nice smooth walls and everything to make it so you can work, but I just want to get this thing working. We got the sorter. I got you're gonna love this. Cookies! Yeah, Graf gave me like 1 billion cookies that one time for the prank or gift or whatever you want to call it, but alright, so we got this done. This is gonna be the iron output right here. I think we are ready to start placing some doors. Let's head up there. Super fast climb. Alright, our villagers are in place here. I actually had an issue with them that's really concerning me. I got 23 there. When I logged in tonight, like a handful of them and 23 there. There was like maybe 10 to 15 villagers that were just loose. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, that is scaring me to death because I do not want that to happen again. I don't know if that's a bug in this snapshot again where villagers are popping through glass. That was a bug way back when, but I don't know. Anyways, definitely don't want that to happen again. I got my villagers out here, so yeah, you guys have seen the drill, so it's time to start placing phase 1 doors. So I'm going to do that and get my 32 doors lined up here, and I'll touch back with you then. It's raining, it's snowing. Come on, make up your mind. Make up your mind, weather. What's it going to be? Yeah, I kind of got a little carried away with the doors. Did the whole level 1 here. 32 villages with 11 doors on each side. So we got 22 doors in each village. So pretty much these things are ready to start spawning golems. The only thing to do now is drop our villagers. Because the way it works is all these villages are obviously centered right on that ground right there. Those villagers up there are just outside of the reach of being considered in range of these villages here. So once they drop down 1 block, then all these villages are all gonna detect those same villagers and say, oh, I got some villagers, I should make some golems to protect it. Whoa, look at that. You guys see that little like effect there? I'm just noticing. Okay, I'll stop talking now because I'm making no sense whatsoever. There's just like a really weird like distortion effect there looking through the doors. It doesn't take much to entertain me, guys. It really doesn't. All right, so let's get going here and drop these villagers here. This is the part you got to be careful because you don't want to send these guys flying. You'd be very, very sad if you did. All right, let me just double check here. I think I got got this blocks all enclosed here, so we are good. I need to break this block here, the one below them. So we're gonna break that one. Quick. Gotta do the quick click so you don't. My efficiency 5 pick would just tear right through that stuff. Let's see. Okay, now we need some of this, some of that. Break that, and I got a piston now that needs to go right. Oh, that was some failure right there. Let's see if I can just do it this way. Nope. Cool. Nice. Okay, now I power that, or rather I break this block, they fall down. Ooh, no, I need the carpet. Almost forgot the carpet. Kind of important. There we go. Perfect. Alright, you boys ready? Dropping. Oh, that's scary. Please go back up. Thank you! Don't toy with me like that. And you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it kind of helps if you power the piston. Okay, that's a sticky, so I'm just going to do that and cheat. Okay. And now we should... I think we should see a golem spawn soon, maybe? I think they should be spawning here. I think we should get up to 2 spawning right now, but who knows? Come on, boys, where are you? Where? There you go, as if summoned. There's 1. Don't make me a liar. There's 2. Excellent. Now they're going to stop at 2 because there's 20... whatever this is. What do we got here? 23 villagers. So they're only going to... you divide that by 10. That's how many golems will spawn. How does it feel to be the first golem of many, many thousands? Oh, is this guy going to be pissed at me not to? I probably shouldn't do that. I got to remember the golems that are spawned by the system. Yeah, they don't take too kindly to being beat up. Where's this guy going? Alright, anyways, I'm going to drop these guys here, and then we should get up to 4 golems spawning, and then we're starting level 2. So, sit tight. Alright, we are ready for level 2 now, I think. We got the platform raised up here, did all the little business down there I needed to do. Got the extra roofs up here, so we're looking pretty good. I'm ready to do phase 2 here. Hopefully this one's going to go a lot quicker. But I want to show you guys something. Check this out. Look at all the golems we have down there already. They're basically spawning, and then for whatever reason, they want to get to the edges, like this guy here. And then when another guy comes up, he just like, boop, gives him a little love tap, and he falls down there. So we got, yeah, a couple dozen golems gathering. You know what? I kind of like it. I might just leave like a bunch of golems just kind of patrolling the area. I kind of like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes once we start making the area look cool here. But all right, phase 2 doors, or rather tier 2 doors. Go. Dun dun dun. All 64 villages are in place. That was a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie to you. You'll notice that the ceiling, for those of you that are paying close attention at home, the roof here is quite high. And that is because I was considering doing the 128 village version, but yeah, that's a lot of work, and I don't want to. 64 villages is absolutely just a ridiculous amount. We're gonna have a hard time keeping up with the iron block conversion as it is. So I'm stopping here. Hopefully, I'm not gonna disappoint you guys. But what I do want to do, I'm gonna do it in a sec, is show you how you would go about stacking this. So because I know I didn't really cover that. Okay, I didn't cover it at all in the tutorial. And I'm sure some of you guys that are absolute lunatics and want to do it, I'll make sure you have a clue how you're going to do it. But there was also one other thing I wanted to show. I don't know if you guys saw, I updated the tutorial because I did make a mistake in the tutorial. I put a big annotation there and stuff. Basically, in the tutorial, I say how you have to start, during phase 2 door placement, you have to start on the west side, go all the way down, and then come over on this side, on the east side, and go all the way down, and then keep repeating the process. Well, that is true 50% of the time, and it depends on where your farm is. You'll see the X coordinate of our center line right here is a negative 143. So in that case, you do follow exactly as the tutorial mentioned. You start on the west side, and then so you go west, east, then west, then east, always starting with the west. If your center line of your farm is in the positive X direction, then it's the opposite, actually. You need to go over on the east side first, go down, and then come over to the west side. Basically just flip-flop the order and lead with the east each time and not the west. And the reason for that is, well, I could go into all the math here. It's basically got to do with the way the numbers are rounded and that they always clamp to 0 as they round and stuff, but I won't go into that because it'll put 95% of you to sleep. So we're going to move on here, and I think next thing I want to do is show you how you might go about stacking this thing. Alright, so if you are one of those lunatic overachievers that is considering stacking this thing higher than 64 villages, I want to give you a quick little overview of how you're going to do that. So it's pretty straightforward. You're going to keep following the pattern that you set going from level 1 to level 2. So between each set of doors, there's always going to be 2 solid blocks and then the next set of doors, just like there's 2 solid blocks between these doors and the top of the ones below it. The only thing you really need to keep that need to be aware of, I guess, is how you handle the villagers. You are going to need, for every 2 levels, just like we have 2 levels here, for the next 2 levels, you're going to need another stack of villagers, exactly like you got here. So another 22 or so and 22. And they're going to go, let's see here. Let me get up here. So you're going to, just like before, you're going to build them, originally bring them in place 2 blocks above that center door. So you're going to bring your villagers in, standing right on top of this block, encase them in glass or whatever you need. And then when you're done, you're going to do the same trick where you break this, put carpet on it, drop them down, push the piston in, all that stuff again, so that they're standing directly on top of those doors. The only other thing you should know, I guess, is that what you're going to do here on these platforms is exactly what you did going from level 1 to level 2. So you're going to take this platform exactly as it is, this level, and clone it 4 blocks up, so that there's 3 blocks of air in between, exactly like it was in the tutorial. And then take solid blocks and cover all this. And that'll leave you a 2 block gap in there. That's where your doors are going to go. Raise all that stuff up appropriately. It's pretty much straightforward. The only thing that's kind of a bummer is you do need to bring in more villagers for every 2 stacks. And that's because just the villagers don't detect doors that far in the Y direction. So they only see like 4 blocks above them and 4 blocks below them. So the villagers that we have right there aren't going to see the doors that we're placing up there. It's just too high, so we'll need a new set. And you need another set of 20. You can't get away with just 1, whatever, because the same reason we have them down there. You got to have 21 villages or villagers in a village to spawn golems at all, and then the number that you can spawn concurrently is divided by 10, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So that's pretty much how I do it. If you guys have any questions, though, how you might stack it or what you need to do, just leave me a comment in the video, and I'll be happy to help you guys out. And you have to promise me to show me pictures of when you're done, because I've yet to see a stacked one. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I thought I was going to be it. I thought I was getting, overconfident with the roof raised and stuff there, but I'm done. I'm done placing doors. The only other thing is little tips like bring your chests of crap up here. It's totally fine to put doors, little chests off to the side here, I'll store my doors and stone and all that stuff over there. And then you can do obviously a little platform on the side here, a little extra one. I'll break this when I'm done here, to kind of get around when you're placing the doors and everything. Pretty straightforward, though. I can't imagine anyone not figuring that out. Other than that, yeah, like I said, it went pretty much exactly how I had envisioned it to go, so pretty straightforward. Phase 1 is much more painful than Phase 2. Phase 2 went quick. Phase 1 with all the, using all the stuff down there, that kind of took a little bit longer. But either way, it wasn't really that bad. You could break out the 64 village farm and probably, if you're really aggressive, I'd say you could probably do it in 5 or 6 hours maybe, depending on how much time you spend on villagers. I got lucky because Impulse had him and he piped him over. I definitely would recommend doing what he did with the villagers there, just bringing them all over in bulk. And use just water, because with water you get perfect control, you get safety, there's no chance of escaping or anything, and you don't have to do it one at a time like you do minecarts or something. Pretty much the ideal way to do it, I would say. He moved those things like 600 blocks without too much of a headache, but that's going to do it. I think the next thing we got to do now is bust these guys out, because these are just for doors. They're not the real spawn platforms, so we're going to break these. I'm going to put in the real spawn platforms and start trimming it up, and then I'll be back when I'm just about to add the water. We seem to have a traffic jam. even without me adding the water, these guys are just dying to go down there and take a bath in the lava. Please, let me give you my iron. We're gonna have to wait, guys. You're gonna have to wait. I got it all plugged up down there. Plugged? Plugged. No, we're gonna go with plugged. I got it all plugged up down there, so I was afraid I was gonna fall in, but got these guys tied up in the process. So anyway, we are ready. This took a lot longer than I expected. Wow, this was like 2 hours just to get these platforms for some reason. I didn't think it was going to take that long, but we are ready to add water. Yeah, I kind of wanted to do this with like iron blocks, and that'll be trivial to do in 24 hours, but for now I just did slabs. We'll see if I actually get the incentive to come back out here and fix it. The other thing I had to do, yeah, you guys tell me if I'm wrong here, but given how high up I am and given that it snows up here, if I don't do that, I'm pretty sure my water's going to freeze. So I went ahead and did that, and that is the ugliest roof ever. So someday, hopefully, I'll come up here and actually make this a little bit better, make a nice little dome or something cool like that. I don't know. We'll see. I just want this thing to work now. So time to add the water. I'm going to go from top all the way down to the bottom, and I think we should be wrapping it up. I can't wait. Here we go. Well, I guess that answers that question. I missed a slice. And immediately it freezes. Oh, almost froze right on top of me. So, alright. Whoa, whoa. Slippery. I gotta go up there and add that one little... Hopefully that's the only one I missed. Alright, let's hop up here and... I gotta get some more ender pearls or I'm gonna be in trouble here. We gotta fix the enderman farm too, because they made the patch. As we knew, they patched it and it kinda broke our enderman farm, so we gotta make a new one now. I'm leaving that one up to Impulse, because I have no desire to go do that. Alright. Yeah, so we're kind of like on running out of ender pearls because my collection system for ender pearls was a complete failure because the ender pearls kind of showed up in the... I got featherfall bolts in, right? Yeah, right. Whee! The ender pearls just stood on top of the hoppers on my collection system and they never actually went into the hoppers because the chunks were unloaded. Anyway, yeah, so we did tons of enchanting and none of the ender pearls really stayed. So we're pretty much out of ender pearls. Alright, let me fix this water situation here now that that's working. At least I feel good knowing I needed that roof. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the water now. Oh, what have I done? Oh, how am I going to clean that up? Look at this. These aren't the friendly types of golems either. If I punch these guys, they're going to... Oh my... How am I going to clean these up? I got 100 golems here. 150 golems. Oh, that's going to be fun. I'm going to need to bring some lava or something. This river's going to need some major reconstruction. That's going to be good times. So that's one issue. The next, and this one's not really an issue. It's a little bit more fun, but I cleaned up all the water. The water's all done. We are ready to go here. I got all these guys here too, just hanging out. Got a little bit of storage ready to go here, but I've got a little problem. I've got a little bit of golem blockage. I think it's time to let the floodgates open. Here we go. I have no idea how many are up there. Look at that. That is ridiculous. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be some lava. Alright, okay, here we go. One block. Ready, boys? Go! Have some golems, will you? I love this thing. Oh, that's a lot of iron. I want to get in here and watch him go by. Hey, how's it going? Next. It's like an infinite parade. Oh yeah. Keep coming. Oh, that's it. Did I bring glass? I didn't bring glass. I think I'll have to come up and patch that hole. Let's listen to him burn. Delicious, delicious iron. And how we doing? 41 already? Zipping through. I think everything's working here. Let's see. Let me head down here. I took out this is a little backup chest I had here to keep things going. We're still good there. Yep, poppies are... This thing should be clicking constantly here. Hello. Get me up here. Why isn't that going crazy? There should be poppies flowing through here, like... Maybe not? Hello? Why isn't that clicking? 36. Are all these... Where are all the roses going? Where are the roses going? I know where the iron's going. Oh, zombie flesh. One of them must have just killed the zombie, like right there or something. Huh. Alright, well, I gotta figure out why the rose ticker madoodad isn't... This thing should be going in hyperdrive right now, because these things should be coming in here, getting sorted out, and this thing should be ticking. What's going on? Alright, I'm gonna figure that one out. But we are basically done here. Let's bask in this awesomeness. Alright, I got a lot of cleanup to do. I gotta clean up all that nonsense and everything. I want to go up there and watch it for a little while, make sure nobody's spawning on the edges or something stupid like that, but... Yes! Yes! Ah. Isn't that the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? It just warms my heart. We got almost 2 double chests of iron blocks here. That is in about 24 hours. Not too bad, I'd say. Not too bad. What I've got here is an incredibly sad, pathetic, inadequate storage facility. You can actually see how close, like, the golems are burning, like, right up there. You can see a little bit of flames, maybe? Nah. Anyways, this thing would fill up in, like, 2 days' time. So, yeah, this is a joke. This was just something to catch the initial iron and give a little bit of storage here. But, yeah, let me back out of here. You can see temporary, pitiful storage. That is true. Let's take a look. We are done. We are officially done. Dun, dun, dun. I love this thing. I absolutely love it. To say I am satisfied would be quite an understatement. Oh, check it out. I left 4 villagers up in the middle of nowhere just because I thought it'd be fun and kind of cruel. There we have it. This is probably one of the things I'm most proud of in Minecraft. I think the trench has probably still got a little place in my heart. It's probably my favorite, but this thing is coming to close second. Ah, man. All right, so hey, check it out. Let me show you. You'll notice there's no golems around here. Hey, buddy. Yeah, look. Thank you, Iron Fairy. Thank you for cleaning up my mess. Also known as Impulse. Oh, check this out too. On the side here, you notice the iron blocks counter. We had a little discussion the other night, some of us, and we thought it'd be cool to have, instead, get rid of the death counter because that was getting a bit old. And which, by the way, I won. We'll just leave it at that. And we figured we'd come up with different things to score for different amounts of time. So this one we're going to do who crafts the most iron blocks. And as you can see, we're just getting started here. That's how many iron blocks we have crafted, though. But we're kind of thinking, maybe a month, maybe 2 weeks, or I don't know, whatever the time range is. Look at these things pouring down. I love it. We will change that up. So what I want from you guys is leave some comments on what you think would be some fun things for us to score and kind of have, friendly competitions about. Nothing, don't suggest anything that's going to require us to go grinding or anything like that. Just things that would normally occasionally happen. Maybe even things that are out of our control, but just might be interesting to track. You can do any of the statistics in the statistics. Any of this stuff in here you can track. So if you guys have any ideas on what you think would be good ones to do, drop me a line in the comments, let me know, and yeah, I think we're going to start doing that just to spice things up a little bit. Oh, by the way, as a minor point, I was freaking out last clip about why the rose counter wasn't working. It's because I let so many golems go at once here, though, that iron went into the first slot and roses went into the second of that hopper, and obviously it took so long for all the iron to get pushed through that the hoppers just didn't get a chance to process the rose. So everything was working totally fine, as normal as it should. This thing went together pretty easy. I didn't have any troubles. So, yeah. That is going to wrap it up for this episode. Next episode, I already know what I'm going to do. Besides, make friends with spiders. Bad. I'm going to work on this area right here. Basically, everything you see here and in this mountain, you kind of heard Impulse and I hinting at it. And it's going to be pretty incredible. I'm going to build a gigantic underground iron processing, bulk crafting, skeleton killing system. Oh, okay, maybe not the skeleton killing system. That part's already under control. But yeah, I got some crazy ideas, so you're definitely going to want to check that out. I cannot wait to get started. I'm going to end this episode and get started on that one right away. Alright guys, Iron Titan secured. See you next time.